CNN panel dodges CDC's proven COVID deceptions, yelling over Ben Ferguson and Scott Jennings. They refuse to admit the truth. The CDC was politicized during the COVID-19 situation, the lockdowns and all that stuff. It was politicized. Everyone know that, but these people on the mainstream media refuse to acknowledge that. So we're going to play the clip. I really don't know how spicy this gets. If it gets too spicy, I might not even be able to release this on YouTube. I might just have to use it on put it on my Patreon, but we'll see how spicy they get. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I'll talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, let's get right to this clip. Here we go. Let's hear what they have to say about this.
It should not. It should not.
Seriously, how do you, with a straight face, can anyone justify, even if you don't like the COVID vaccine, saying that because you don't like the COVID vaccine, you should open up the Pandora's box
to everything
of diseases that we have put on the back burner of public life? Why would one thing even remotely justify the other?
When you have the CDC that does not have the trust of the American people, and clearly in Florida, they do not trust the CDC with their children.
This has nothing to do with the CDC.
Yes.
This has to do with Florida public health decision makers.
See, you asked the man a question, and then when he's responding to the question, you cut him off before he can complete his sentence. That's not moderation. This is exactly why I have a disdain for Abby Phillip, because she does these things. She'll ask a question, and then she won't even let you answer it.
Well, all you want to, but I'm trying to explain to you why parents are saying, I don't trust.
I know that you are trying to justify it, but I'm
justifying. It is explaining
this is actually
why
not about.
People, by the way, if you don't like this Florida, you can move.
This is not about the parents at this point.
Sure,
this is about
it's absolutely about the parents having the right to choose their kids over a state.
This is about.
It is absolutely about the parents. The parents get to decide the health care for their children, not the state, not by mandating these things.
Policymakers,
vaccinate your children.
Ben, this is about the policymakers. This is about the governor. It's about the surgeon.
He's like, you know what? I can't. I don't even. You're right. There's no point in arguing with them because she won't even let you finish your statement.
In general,
so why is it so popular?
Why
is it so
are
popular
they willing to sacrifice the health of millions of children because they don't like the COVID-19 vaccine?
You guys won't even admit that we got it wrong with COVID at this table.
Are you so sure that
we have
parents still
not
get
gotten
their
it
children
wrong?
vaccinated?
Yeah,
even without it.
Hold on. Did she say she didn't? They have not gotten it wrong when it came to that? And did she really just fix her mouth to say that? I got multiple studies to show that they did. Check out my Patreon.
Hold on a second.
I think you're raising an interesting question about the numbers. You said millions of children. Are you so sure that parents won't get their children vaccinated without a mandate?
I think that,
the mandate.
Well, I think
we already have.
They can still get them vaccinated.
We already have data
addressed that.
Not enough. We already have data.
But if you want to blame somebody for this, blame the CDC for losing the trust of the American people.
Okay, you're wrong again. Okay?
No, I'm not. We're having this conversation because the American people don't
Let's
trust
talk
the
about
CDC.
political actors who started to spew intentionally misinformation
the CDC misled and lied to the American people during
which has
a
led
shutdown
to
of the world.
confusion, has led to chaos, and has led to an unnecessary loss of life.
Then you should talk to the
Do you know
CDC.
why
You should
we
talk
were
to the
able to
CDC.
save the
Don't be
lives
mad
that
at
we
me.
did? Because
Be
public
angry
health
with the
division,
scientists that
CDC,
lied to the American people.
That's what's dangerous. Be angry with the science. Yes,
we
why?
wouldn't be having the conversation.
Why?
About
But what I'm
just the
saying is that
CDC?
if we just kind of think through this, I mean, I think we all pretty much agree that
this conversation would
vaccines,
never be happening.
But I'm
if
saying,
it wasn't
okay,
for the lies of
but
COVID-19.
there's a way to talk people through the differences of what happened during the COVID pandemic.
Sure.
And the global,
and that's where doctors come in.
And the global impact. Well, we got
I'll be honest, the arrogance of doctors is not going to get parents to come to your side.
It's not about the arrogance
You're yelling
of
at
doctors.
parents
You
who are
are
skeptical
yelling
of the CDC.
We have to
about
end the conversation here, but
blatant lies.
And you do sound a little bit like a broken record on this one
because it's that simple. It's the same thing over and over again. You lose the trust of people on any issue, they will not listen to you.
You're diagnosing the problem, but you're not offering a solution. The solution
Don't lie to parents.
The solution to this is not take away the vaccine mandates. The solution is to reassure parents
literacy,
about the safety and efficacy of vaccines, which are really not in question. But rather than doing that, policymakers are not doing that.
It's not in question? It's not in question, she says. Okay, I can't really, the platform that we're on, I'm not going to get too spicy on here, but I can definitely question the efficacy. Again, check out my Patreon where I go over tons of studies, and I can't get into the particulars here because of the platform. You understand what y'all understand that. But if you wanna check some of the efficacy of some of these things, check out my Patreon where I go over many studies.
And I think that is, nobody is disputing that.
Then here's
They're
what I would
not
say.
doing that
And
when
I can
we
agree with you on
know
that
the
point.
facts around
I can agree with you. And here's what I would say. If doctors are this upset about it, then actually speak
we are.
without
A lot of people
condemning
are.
parents, implying that they're
It's
going to
not
kill their
condemn-
child,
it's not condemning
or that they're
parents.
ignorant.
Did the Surgeon General,
It's not-
did the Surgeon General
We gotta
cast
go.
aspersions on the safety of the vaccines today?
He
Yes, he has.
But I mean,
He has-
today,
he has
because what I read was
He
that,
said
that
parents
Florida
has
said the
historically-
mandate will go away, but the
Hold on.
vaccines are fully available.
Just to be clear,
Yeah, you can still get the jab if that's what you want. The only thing that this is we're getting rid of the mandates. You don't have to do it if you don't feel like it's right for you. That's all it is. That's all it is. If you want to continue to get jabbed up, you are welcome to do so. No one is stopping you.
Yes.
he has repeatedly cast doubt on the safety of vaccines, not just today, but for a long time.
But they didn't outlaw any
This is his
vaccines,
track-
right?
this is his track
He doesn't
record.
have the power to outlaw anything, but he said that the intention
And
is
we
to
already
remove
know.
all
You
the
already
mandates.
just have to have a seat
yes,
of
we
conviction.
We got to
Different
leave it
than-
there. Dr. Chris Purnell, we appreciate you very much for joining us.
Idiots. I can't stand these pundits on CNN. Thank goodness for that Ferguson dude, and thank goodness for Scott Jennings to be there to speak some type of semblance of rationality, because they're not making any sense. Again, I got the studies to back up a lot of what I'm saying. But if y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.